reflection, all I see is me. Still zip them up or lay down, you gotta take me off my feet. It's that time, nigga.
Welcome back to the Black Visionary Pod with your host, Dasani Water, and we're here.
Rio de Janeiro. Oh, I was too late.
See, this is why. This is what I'll be talking about. This is the last episode of the Black Visionary Podcast. Y'all. Okay, so we're going to make it count. You know what I'm saying? Extra long change be down.
Welcome to the Black Visionary Podcast, y'all.
Black Visionary Podcast. Black Visionary Podcast. New Gifted Visionary.
So, what you been going on this week? I said that all extra wrong.
Yeah, that was gross.
So what?
Gross 9,000.
Who cares? I don't call out when you be fucking up.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
no, I don't. I don't never call out when you be fucking.
Hey, you did a whole impersonation of me on the podcast.
When? What I did?
Bro, you was like, and yeah, so.
What that mean? Alright. So
there you go. Look, you was finna get that whole cracked up right now.
No, but yeah. And then see, let me tell you. There you go. That's all I did.
Yeah, see.
But it ain't all right, don't even worry about it. Let's kick this party off right. So I wrote this topic down a long time ago. I forgot about it. Remember when, did you see that video with Tyrese and his girlfriend?
No.
When she was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You ain't really my type. Paul Walker was my type.
What? 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 Who says that?
She says that.
Why?
Because she ain't his type. Oh, y'all ain't cussing no more either. It's the no cussing
Bro,
part.
You've been saying that since episode 2,
I didn't.
bro.
No, I never said that.
Bro, the start of episode 2, you said, I'm never cussing on this podcast again.
And I haven't. I only did it once.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, what if your girl walked up to you like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Your homeboy that died in that car crash, is, you know what I'm saying? That's my type. But you cool, though. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you. You know? I love you, bae. How would you react? And no. On top of that, she did it on Instagram Live. Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. Why are you looking like that?
Bro, that's dry. That's over with. What are you talking about?
Let me see if I can find it, John. Keep the people entertained.
Oh, ain't nothing entertaining about that. How I'm going to keep them entertained on some bullshit?
That ain't bullshit,
That
though.
is bullshit. Look.
I think I got it. I think.
That's worse than the time Aisha Curry said she ain't getting enough attention from everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can see if you saying you ain't getting attention from Steph, but then from everybody in the world, that's crazy. All right, here you go.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the most commonly asked question. How did we meet? I slid in the DMs.
Yeah.
We linked up.
He wasn't my type at all.
We
My
linked.
type was actually Paul Walker, recipes. But he wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like, he's kind of cool. I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This went
His
really
personality.
bad.
His personality.
This just went really bad, really
His
bad.
personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
He didn't understand the
She covering
Instagram
his mouth up
model
right now.
thing, so he would always talk down.
So
on
you wanted the
Instagram
homie.
models.
You didn't want me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. React. Close your mouth, man.
Yeah, that's the most appalling shit I've ever heard in my life. That's disrespectful as hell. Why would you even say that, even if you mean it? On live.
Yeah. She don't really want to be there. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, but you know, yeah, that's
And he was like, yeah, you know, I slid in the DMs. And when they like best friends or something like that, that's the craziest part.
You deserve better, King.
Do we though?
Fuck, bro.
What if secretly The Rock told her to do that? Because he always been hating on The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Publicly, he like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Embarrass your boy for me. I'll throw you a couple hundred. about $300. You know what I'm saying? Just do that for me.
Bro, I have nothing to say. There's no way that's okay.
It ain't. You see his soul. His soul
Yeah,
left his
bro,
body.
He was trying to not go off on
I ain't
camera.
I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have cried.
I wouldn't.
I would have. But don't say you. My best friend was your type. On live in front of everybody.
I don't even do it, but
What?
she belonged to the streets.
Nah, but she belonged to Paul Walker apparently.
No.
Come on, man.
Paul Walker under the street, my guy.
That's now you be talking about me and my dark
Just
humor. Come on now.
bro.
Come on.
It's too late for all that, bro. That's crazy.
I just couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine what I would say in that situation. That's crazy. Like he was eating, he was like, yeah, you know, slid in the DMs, soul just lifted up like he was in a battle rap bar.
That was like that one time that white battle rapper had was like, I ain't like these other battle rappers. I can say nigga.
He got punched
in the face. He thought he
Yeah.
was finna get he thought he was finna get a free pass.
My only thing with that, bruh.
Nah, that's goofy. That's nah.
My only thing with that is he constantly either somebody else is embarrassing him or he embarrassing himself on live. I don't know about the stuff he be going through behind the scenes, but like, you know what I'm saying? He was already crying about his daughter. That was a messed up situation, but still, come on, man. People got to learn when not to get on the camera and start crying. Like, what possessed you to pick up your phone, look in the camera, and start crying?
Yeah, I had a cousin do that, and I was just like, yeah, that's
Like, do you like what?
that was a mental no. I'm like, yeah, things to never do.
Now it's different if you on there talking. You know what I'm saying? There's some heavy shit come up. I ain't mean to cuss. Some heavy things come up.
Yeah,
In the mid conversation, then you start cussing. I mean, start crying.
That's different. But
Yeah, that's what I
if
say.
you
But
literally crying, don't
Pick
pick
up your
up the
phone.
live. Hey, so yo,
I'm crying over here.
even in them cancel when people get scared they getting canceled. Why y'all get on a trying to cry them tears, man? That's filthy.
Yeah. Well, no. I don't know what to tell you on that one, man.
I ain't got nothing to say. Like, don't do that to people, man. Keep some stuff should just be
In your head.
left unspoken.
Yeah, take that secret to the grave, like Paul Walker did. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I mean that's
You want to get into your politic bag?
nah.
Want me keep sliding on them?
Nah. So, what you feel like the roles is for parents? As far as, do you think there's gender roles for parents? Like if you have a son or if you have a daughter and you're a man versus you're a woman, what you think your responsibility is to raise the different genders? What you think as a man your main focus should be versus the mother?
It depends on the personality for each person.
Yeah.
If I'm more of a laid back type of person, I would think I would be more of the loving, calming type of, you know what I'm saying, parent, versus if the woman is more strict and brash, I would think she'll be doing more of the harsh punishment and things like that.
Yeah.
Especially when it come, I mean, even like if it's a boy, then you're going to have to kind of make a balance yourself. You got to do it yourself so he can see how a dude or what they're supposed to act out in public and stuff like that. Also, with a woman, a girl, you still got to be that same way. That way you can kind of see how to treat women in public and stuff like that. Also, even at home, you know what I'm saying? This is what you do, this is what you shouldn't do. Don't fall into gender roles, basically. That would be my main thing, is try to raise them to not fall into gender roles. Like, everybody do their own equal part.
Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing conversations like, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about it because, I want kids one day or whatever. And so I'm just like sitting back, like observing everybody else's life, observing shit from like, a distance or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, online, they say a lot of fugazi ass, stupid ass shit. And I just be like, bruh.
Like what?
Like, I mean, just everything. Like, yeah, our kids, you know what I'm saying? They gay because this reason and this reason. And you know what I'm saying? And we talked about this before, plenty of occasions. But I don't know. I think the gender, like, I don't really get into gender roles except when it comes to raising kids. I feel like if you're a mother, your role as a parent, and this is the main reason why, well, I mean, there's plenty of reasons, but I think this is one of the most important reasons why I think a 2-parent household is very important. Or if you have a kid and y'all go y'all separate ways is very important to maintain a great co-parent relationship, because I strongly believe that for a kid to develop, they need both parents. Like, as a man, I think your responsibility to raise a daughter is to teach her how to be loved. Like, that's your main responsibility. Like, anytime you grow up, anytime you look up and you see like these daughters out here, somebody's daughter out here running around, you know, choo-choos and stuff like that, like running around growing up to become, you know, strippers and things like that, you know, say that nature, you know, prostitutes and stuff, you know, like, I think it's usually because they
That's
got
a great word
issues.
if you want a roster for.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of those times, man, like it be daddy issues. Like, they be missing their fathers, or they don't be around enough, and or they, you know, no. I think we learn what love is first from our parents. So I think it's a father's responsibility to teach his daughter how to be loved. Like, as a father, your goal is to be the first person of the opposite sex to show your daughter what it's like to be loved. I think as a father, your goal to your son is teach him how to be a man. Like, a lot of, and that's what's wrong with a lot of these, you know, young dudes in the streets. They don't have a father figure anyway. He done messed up because, you know, he live in poverty, so he trying to make the line, you know, trying to bring the bread home, so he end up in jail or whatever. We done talked about this 1,000 times, but I feel like they don't really, you know what I'm saying, get to see what it's like to be a man, so they just fall to whatever the social media or the movies and stuff like that, and to they rely on that shit to teach them how to be a man instead of an actual father.
To add on that, even with them, what you saying, if the father or mother also works too damn much, you still can't do it. Yeah, you showing them this used to work, but you also not being there for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they gonna go looking for those figures outside of the house.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think it's up to both the parents to try to like split their roles and understand that their roles. I really think from all the soul searching, all the looking from the outside in or whatever, and how I want it to be done for my children or whatever, I really think like it's a mother's role, you know, vice versa. Show her daughter how to be a woman.
You know what? My bad. But you know, from what you're saying, at first, back then, I think it's a lot easier. But we always bring it back to social media. But at the same time, it's what it is. Like if your kids on social media and they seeing women become strippers, OnlyFans creators and stuff like that, and they seeing them make them, I don't want to diminish they little job. I already just by saying little their occupation. Strippers.
No, it's diminishable.
Strippers, OnlyFans content creators and stuff like that. Because if you get on there and you see them making all this money or so-called money, that's going to force, I ain't going to say force, but push them towards the one to do that. Especially if you seeing, oh, they making how much a month? I'm making this over here at this little rinky-dink job. And as soon as they turn 18, they rush to go do that. They don't get their time. They don't even get,
It's the same thing as drug dealers.
Yeah, that too. But at least with drug dealers, they start out younger, you know what I'm saying, versus having to wait to 18. Yeah. Like, y'all don't even give yourself enough time to go out there and fail, see if you like a job, like a career.
But the counter to that is also, it's legal to be a stripper. You throw away your life real young as a drug dealer, you know, you can't got no other options but to stay in the streets.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to, like, even if both parents are there, they might see that.
Yeah.
Because if you live with your parents, I mean, they might be not the richest or whatever. They making ends meet. Y'all ain't really necessarily struggling, meal to meal type struggling. But y'all got like a little, you know what I'm saying, a little going on. But then you see the fast money, that might attract you more. So I don't think it's always just the parents having it, you know what I'm saying, or not being there. You still want to follow the other people's footsteps. But that's another thing that they should be teaching, not how their kids not to be followers and shit.
Yeah. And I think, you know, anything,
My bad.
I think anything other than them two is like a 2-parent, you know, y'all got to do that together. But I'm like the main parental roles when it comes to like gender stuff. I think, like I said, it's a woman's job to teach her daughter how to be a woman. And it's a father's job to teach his daughter how to be loved.
So what do you think a woman should be teaching a girl? Well, I mean, you're not a woman, so I guess you really can't answer.
I mean, it's like, you know, feminine responsibilities, and I'm not saying like, oh, you know, be submissive, and that's not what I mean. I mean just like you been here before, you know, you kind of, you know what's expected of you as a woman, in most of, you know what I'm saying, I can't teach a woman how to deal with, you know, that time of the month. Like, I can't teach a woman, you know,
how to clean herself and stuff like that.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I can't do that. So I think it's very important for a mother to be that type of person for they, you know what I'm saying? They need those type of situations or whatever. But, and I also think, like I said, going back to, you know, my original joint, I feel like it's a mother's job to show her son how to be loved properly by a woman, by a woman, because, a lot of, especially when it comes to both spectrums, because a lot of women, they don't really understand, you know, what true love is. I'm not gonna say a lot. I ain't gonna say all. You know what I'm saying? I don't never, you know, try to speak in absolutes, but like a lot of times, women learn at a young age that a man only loves them when they not showing love. Like they shun dudes that's clingy or whatever. They shun dudes that's typically was shown properly how to be loved by their parents. You know, they shown women, men shun women, you know, who shown properly how to be loved by their parents. And that's because society ain't been doing its job as a whole. Like being clingy is looked at as a bad thing. But I think it's the most minimalistic levels of that type of deal. If both of your parents went around to show you what love looked like, it's gonna be hard for you to express that shit, you know, to somebody else if you ain't really never had it shown properly to you.
I think clingy can change depending on the person.
I mean, of course.
As far,
you got them people who don't let you breathe.
Yeah. I'm talking about like where you at, where you going, who you with, stuff like that. That's that weird. That's the clingy, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to be around. But you know, the main thing with that though, how do you know too much is it is a such thing as too much love? Like how do you balance that? That's the important thing, because if you're a woman and you trying to show your son love, there's too much you can show him. Now he's more feminine and trying to be more like you versus being in the middle, because you don't to be a good human or a perfect human being, you want to be more in the middle. That way you can balance both feminine and masculine energy versus just being on one side of the spectrum. And that goes for everybody.
No, I mean, I think a mother's love is immeasurable, bro. Like I don't feel like a mother could overlove her son or now if you talking about like showing too much affection,
that's what I'm saying. Like he become a mama's boy, you know. And that's just like the opposite of a daddy's girl, or like that girl to daddy issues.
Like, I mean, I personally don't think daddy issues come from like your dad showing too much love. Like you no, that's the opposite. Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't know. Like it's hard for me to say because I was a mama's boy. My mama showed me overly affectionate love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't leave the house without getting a hug and a kiss. I couldn't come home without getting a hug and a kiss. Like I was, you know, sitting in my mom's lap till I was old enough to, you know what I'm saying, really, really be off on my own or whatever. Like my mama dressed me till I was like 7 years old, 8 years old or whatever. So, I mean, speaking from personal experience, like I can't attest to being overly loved. It just, I had my dad, you know what I'm saying, to balance that out. Like my brothers, I had my big brothers or whatever, man. Hey, man, get off that, man. Like you supposed to be playing the male characters, bro. You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? So, when my dad come around, hey, man, what you doing that for? That ain't something you want to be doing. And you know, most for a long time, I felt like my dad taught me more than my mom. But I realized it was because that was his job, is to teach me how to be a man. Like my responsibilities, the way I carry myself. Like my mama wasn't going to ever be able to teach me that because it's her role to teach my sister how to be a woman, not to teach me how to be a man. I mean, I know a lot of women have to be single parents and have to play both roles. And that's how like a lot of women end up with the responsibility of teaching their son how to be a man. But I think in a 2-parent household, or when you dealing with like co-parenting and 2-parent properly, I think it should be a father should teach his son.
How does co-parenting look to you?
I mean, like my parents was, man. Like,
you think it should be like a friendship or just be just cordial?
I mean, whatever is not compromising for the child. Like whatever that looks like, that's not compromising for the child. I think if you in a relationship, you also got to understand, you know, if you co-parent, you got to understand your relationship and your partner's, you know, your baby mama, baby daddy's relationship with their partner. Like some, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to communicate that out. If you dealing with somebody and they got, you know, a baby daddy or whatever, and you not comfortable, that's something y'all got to hash out. That's something y'all got to talk about. Like, but as far as like co-parenting, you know, parent co-parent to other parent, like I think whatever y'all can deal with or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna compromise the child.
Because I always see like the arguments on Facebook when it's the women like, oh, I don't want this be around my child, and I'm like, why you just can't, like, why does that bother you so much? I don't think it's gotta.
It don't. It's still that. A lot of times, bro, it still be because they have feelings for the dude.
That's what I think. Or it could be they just don't want nobody else around their kid. But if that was the case, you should have stayed with the person you had the baby with.
I mean, and that's one of my biggest fears in life, to have to co-parent. Like, as a person with no biological children, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like one of my biggest fears, as far as the woman I have kids with is the woman I want to spend the rest of my life with, the woman that I want to marry. But in the event that I can't, like, that's something I pray I never have to fucking deal with.
I wonder, is it because you don't really know the other person? Like, you don't know what kind of person they is when you're not around, when the parent not around.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't speak for everybody, but most of them situations I've seen with my own two eyes, it usually be because they still have feelings for the other person. Like, I can only speak from my experience, and that's usually what it be about. Seriously, like, it be the weirdest react. Like, why are you leaving that child home? Like, how am I supposed? You basically, you just don't want me to be with this girl.
Yeah,
like, that's what it seemed like, because basically you don't want to be with nobody else. Because if you dealing with somebody else, if you not with your person, you got to understand they're gonna be with somebody else, and that means that person has to be around your kid if they're gonna be around their parent. There's no way around that. That's how it works. Unless you hold on to the relationship, there are going to be other people not in your control around your child.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was watching Judge Judy, and like somebody was getting sued for whatever it was, and they're like, "Well, he be having such and such around my kids." He was like, "That's not your problem. If he's if the baby with the dad, what goes on over there is not your problem. You mind your business in your household, and you stay out of theirs." I was like, "Yeah, I'll never want to go through shit like that." But I feel like, even though I don't have any kids, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like in my head, I wouldn't want nobody around my kids either. I don't know these other dudes. I don't know what you teaching them. I don't know, I don't know where you come from, what your background like. I don't know what kind of person you are. You could be a street nigga. I don't want you teaching my kids no stupid shit. You feel me?
I think all of this goes back to the beginning, man. I think people need to choose better who they have kids with. And the only way you can actually responsibly do that is choose who you sleep with. Because, I mean, and if you ain't got no choice, you know what I'm saying, you had sex with them when you was young and you wasn't really, that's, now you need to figure out what you're doing from now on. But if you ain't in that situation, I mean, you need to understand, like, all right, I like this, and this about this person. Do I want to be with this person? If you don't see yourself wanting to be with that person, then don't be sleeping with that person. That's just how I feel. Because there's always a chance that you're gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
That's why I be saying, man, sex is not like pleasure is the side effect of sex. Like, a lot of people treat sex as if having kids is a side effect from sex, but it's not. It's the reason we have sex. It's the reason humans have the capability to have sex.
Any animal.
Yeah, we ain't talking about them.
I don't leave out the animals, man.
I don't like animals, so you know what I'm saying.
I love animals.
Yeah,
I like
wild
veterinarian.
animals, but I ain't, you know
what I'm saying.
But yeah, like, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, it's the reason we have sex. So this idea that, you know what I'm saying, the pleasure is the reason and kids are the side effect. Like, y'all get that shit up. Like, understand who you dealing with before, you know what I'm saying, embarking on that journey or continue to deal with them, because you just never know. I mean, if you get them pregnant or he get you pregnant, I mean, you have to, whatever the people that they bring in their life or the people that they come across their life are now going to be a part of your child life, by proxy.
It's disgusting work, man. Sometimes, I mean, I'm glad I ain't had no slip-ups and had a kid or something like that, because that's the one thing I hate is if I can't get an abortion, the woman don't have to get one. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I say I don't want a baby, she don't got to get it. That's the thing I hate the most. Even if I knew I shouldn't have did what I did or whatever, if the condom buzz, whatever it was, she make that ultimate decision. But yeah, I feel you, man. Just don't have sex with the person.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean,
people do be picking trash partners, though, man.
Yeah, I mean, people. I don't think people be picking partners. I think they just be. You talking about picking sex partners?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they
just sound crazy right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should. I I mean, I don't think they necessarily be picking partners or whatever. I think, they just be trying to get their moment.
But they be in a relationship with people like that though. Like they be in a relationship and then have a kid by these people.
I think people are irresponsible when it comes to stuff like that. It's like I was telling my little homie a couple days ago, like you might like her, but you need to see where that shit going because
What little homies do you got?
hey, don't question me, man. Come on, man. What?
All right, my bad, man.
Come on, man.
My bad. He said my little homies.
Yeah.
My bad, man. You got it.
I got a couple of homies, man. I tried to invite one of them on the pod. You like, man, no, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know the vibes.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I was telling him or whatever, man. Just if you're gonna deal with somebody, you need to understand what you want out of that situation. Like if you're dealing with her and she say some sideways stuff, I think she said to him, she don't want to go half on the bill. She want to go him 100 or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, if that's something you want to deal with, that's something you gonna deal with. But you don't continue to if you not got that clear, if that's what you want to do, don't continue to deal with that person or sleep with that person, knowing that there's an opportunity to have a child. Because to me, from my opinion, if she willing to make you pay 100% of the bills, and y'all have a kid and don't work out, you probably gonna be paying 100% of that child support.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him. Like, if she already talking about she don't want to help you pay the bill, you're probably gonna end up paying that child support when it come down to it. So
Yeah.
I mean, you need to make better decisions or whatever, or understand, like, take your time and figure out what you want with that woman, like what you want with this partner. Because, so at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it could have been prevented. Like, people sometimes turn out not to be matches for people, but they still go through it like I often say career long, but lifelong, entanglements. Like, man, having a child is a lifelong endeavor. Like, you'll be co-parenting for the rest of your life. Your kid gonna be 30, and you know what I'm saying? You have to deal with that other parent less, but you still have to deal with them. They have a wedding. Guess who gonna be there? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be in the family picture?
Knock me, motherfucker.
Like, it's just,
So, what was you talking about? I forgot. I was going to ask a question. Let me try to remember for a second.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. I was talking to my little homie yesterday. So,
Yeah.
like how women be like, oh, I got 4 kids. They should have been yours. I'm like, how? If you wanted to be me that bad, you should just not had kids. Like, what the fuck you mean? If we was young or known each other before you had kids, and I managed to go this fucking long without having kids, you could have did the same exact thing. No, it's not my fault you went and had kids by every other person you've been with. Learn how to control it. Learn how to get an abortion, if anything.
Just say don't sleep, man. My thing is just don't sleep with people you don't want to have kids with. Don't sleep with people you don't want to have kids with. If you look at this person and you say, would I have a kid with him? And the answer is no, don't sleep with him. If you look at this woman and you say, would I have a kid with her? And the answer is no, do not sleep with them.
You think you should just go back to being married and having kids the norm?
I mean, to each his own. I don't think nobody gonna listen.
No, I'm asking you though. Like, would you think so? Yes or no? No.
I don't know. Like, I think marriage is a huge, is a bigger deal than what people is making it out to be today. So, like, I can't tell nobody to get married or not get married. I think you should take your time and see how long you can deal with somebody like this. The old Bible days idea of marriage is fucking ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Oh, don't.
Wait. What do you mean? I don't think I.
What?
No, I didn't hear it. I didn't think they heard me.
Oh, no, that shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, the idea that you ain't supposed to, like, oh man, you shacking up, like you live with your person before you marry with him. Man, shut the fuck up.
Whoa, no cussing on this pod, G.
Oh no, you said you wasn't cussing. I never made that pact.
I ain't heard the word packed in a long time.
Shit, wolf pack.
Them same people be like, oh, you should know you're gonna get married in 3 to 6 months. How?
Nah, bro, that's
How?
ridiculous. You could date a, like, I understand you should put a time limit on what you will and won't deal with. Like, some women don't want to be in a relationship with somebody for 3 years and not be married. ladies, you should make sure your person understand that before y'all continue to deal with each other, because his idea might be like, man, 4 years minimum dating. I need to know you. I want to know who you are before I decide to put a ring on your finger and we go through, you know what I'm saying, legal obligations and get the government in our marriage. You know what I'm saying? Some people got these sets up. Like, marriage is not, like, I think everybody's idea of marriage is it's like a box to check off, you know, before life ends.
Well, you know, for me, I don't plan on ever getting married. But if I do, my goal is to not be in debt when I get married. Because, you know, once y'all get married, the motherfuckers combine. And if they owe some money, that's coming out of your check too. Yeah. And if you with somebody with a dude who owed child support and y'all going to file them taxes, yours gone too.
Yeah, I just think, I mean, you just want to take your time and figure out your person, man. Because at the end of the day, marriage, this person is going to be your person. Yep. That's it. Like,
it's like I always say, it ain't always about love. It's about business too. So
I mean, you got to figure out, like, all a relationship is two people interested in each other. If monogamy is your thing, I can't speak for the other shit because I ain't involved. I don't know nothing about that. But two people who into each other, you know, attracted to each other.
That's the law. So it got to be just those two.
Unless you know, a different religion, you know, then you get outed like that. You get to have as many wives as you want to.
Not in this country.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's two people attracted to each other, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got time. But the main thing about a relationship is you got to figure out, are you willing to put up with the other person's bullshit? Because we all come with bullshit. Like, a lot of people think, and that's a lot of people's problem. Some of us believe we don't come with any bullshit. And all of us, 100% of people in the world come with bullshit. No matter how nice they are, no matter how financially responsible they are. Like, everybody has bullshit. Everybody has bullshit. So you got to figure out how much of this person's bullshit can you deal with and how long you think you could deal with it. That's what it's about, 100%. Like, if you dealing with somebody and you look at this bullshit, you got to pick that shit up, you know, mentally. You got to pick that shit up, look at it, hold it to the light, and be like, okay, I could deal with that, and put it over there in the pro pal, put it over there in the deal with pal. And the shit you can't deal with, once that bad become too heavy, you got to face the facts.
So do your girlfriend put up with you shadow box in the air?
Yes.
I don't see how she do it.
Yes.
I don't see how she do it, man.
Yes. I think it make her feel protected.
No.
I'm practicing. I'm always training.
No, man. You're not training.
Yes, I am.
You're not. What are you training for?
A crazy event.
What event?
Man, what if we in public and somebody smack my girl on the butt? He gonna get the You feel me?
Do that again.
You see me? You feel me? He got to catch it.
I don't know.
What I'm just saying. Imagine. We at where we go last time?
Who is we?
Come on, man. Stop playing. Red Lobster. Imagine we at Red Lobster like we was last time. And some dude touched my girl on the butt. Come on, bro. I'm pushing up on the D-pad and I'm tapping X.
Me personally, that just means you're jumping.
Matter of fact, I'm pushing down on the thumbstick.
And then what?
Then I'm gonna tap X and then I'm gonna hit the square button.
That's not gonna do nothing.
Yes, it is.
What is that gonna do?
Bruh, I'm a duck. That's a QTE, baby. I'm a duck.
No, I'm
gonna hit a flurry of punches and then a power punch.
You didn't say triangle, so you just gonna do it. You gonna do a kick?
Come on, bruh. Nuh-uh.
We could put it on Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna take him to the quarry, bro.
What does that mean? What is that?
Yeah.
The quarry.
Play like you don't know.
On Fallout 4,
like you don't know.
Where they had like the Murlocs and shit on there.
Play like you don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm pushing down on the D-pad, on the thumbstick.
Me personally, I'm just gonna be like, "Come on, man!
No,
don't do that.
You go. Yeah.
Take it easy, man.
You go hold X. You go hold X until it's safe to come out."
I ain't laughing, man. I don't play like that, man. I don't play like that.
You don't think that was gangster?
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Yeah, man. They're out shadow box in the goddamn area. I was going, what's this roundhouse kick? No, stop doing it in my house. Don't roundhouse kick in my house. Don't do that. That's not funny.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Who was that with? Wayne? Y'all. He said, "Hey, watch this, Wayne."
He was like,
Yeah. No, nigga,
He's
stop.
like, "Ah, that was tight.
Nigga, stop fighting my house, nigga. Go do that shit at your own house.
But I'll fight everywhere.
That's the problem.
I be at Walmart.
All right, so what if a dude walk up and say, hey, let's do a little exhibition?
Well, let's go. We gotta agree to this mutual comeback though.
Yeah. Of course.
'Cause I ain't trying to go to jail.
Of course. And now let's just say you go out there, you do what you do, and he lay you out one hit.
Bruh, no. That's not happening.
Hey, no, for real though, for real. All jokes aside. In a
Bruh,
situation,
no,
this is a real,
You never put your jokes in a
Yes, I
bag.
do.
You don't.
All jokes aside,
All right,
it's
listen.
still some bullshit, but it's just a real question though. Now, okay, let's just say both sides. Now let's just say you fighting a dude, right? You just happen to lose. No, this all jokes aside,
Aight, bro.
How you think your girl's supposed to feel? Like, how you think she should feel?
What was the question?
You get a fight with a dude, you lose, you get knocked out. How do you think she should feel?
She should be motivating me to get back to training.
Okay. So you don't feel like she should be wanting people like, oh, he got knocked out on me, this motherfucker.
No, why would you leave your man because he lost the fight? Everybody, it's always gonna be somebody better, especially in today's time.
Okay, so
And then you telling me not to train. What if that other homie best friend tell me you can train in my living room? You can do as many roundhouse kicks. I don't want you to get starched in the Walmart line.
so then you get on live.
He might have a supporter friend.
No. You get on live, and then he be like, so when you start training? And then she be like, I did like him training, but I like his other homie better. Did he get knocked out?
Then you got to get on live and be like,
All right.
I want my kids.
Okay. The real life situation from Twitter. Woman started a problem with a dude. Dude knocked her boyfriend out. Now, how would she feel? How should she feel in that situation? She still should stay? Or should she be like, you know what? In that situation, I think he should leave. Like, you got me knocked out, motherfucker. You talking shit to these dudes. You know I can't fight. Because it was 3 black dudes. She was a white woman and a white dude.
Nah, I just think she should be extra, like, accepting of his bullshit.
No, he should be accepting of her bullshit because she started the problem and got him knocked out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got to be, like, real apologetic now. Real nice to him. Do stuff that she typically
She'll probably
wouldn't
leave.
do. I mean, I don't know. I can't. She probably would, though.
Hey, I said all jokes aside. They can be like, man, they was over there talking about some serious shit. This nigga talking about fighting scenarios.
Hey, you already know me.
When was the last time you got the fighting?
Shit, I don't know.
The last time I got the fighting was free lunch in like 2013 or something, 12.
Shit, I don't know.
It was a long ass time ago.
Probably.
Yeah.
Cumscope.
Like a real fist fight.
Yeah.
Punch on.
Yeah, Cumscope.
You got whooped?
Bro,
I don't remember
look,
this.
Come on, please, man.
Must have hit it.
I'll tell you about it after the pod.
Who was it?
I'll tell you about it after
Who
the
would it start with?
One of them start with an E, the other one start with an R.
You got the fight with Emilio?
Bruh, hell no. Why would I fight him?
I just made the name up. That's a real name?
I thought it was somebody over there in
Well, why you say
no,
I
it
thought
is an
of
Emilio. It was Emilio over there in the machine shop. I'm like, huh?
All right, man, my bad, man. Get us back on track, man. They gonna hate me, man.
Oh yeah, you know. I told you, man. To the side.
They are to the side. There was a real question. There wasn't no bullshit. But last time wasn't no bullshit either, though.
I don't remember what it was. So
I'm finna spoil the Super Mario movie for you, man.
No, don't do that.
I'm about to.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna spoil the plot though.
I'm
not gonna spoil the plot. Can I say it?
Hey, no. Did you see?
He trying to get me off.
No. Did you see Drake, the AI Drake doing the Ice Spice song?
No.
Bro, I almost wrecked.
I seen
Oh,
somebody screenshot and said, "No, this is enough."
Bro, I almost wrecked.
Let me find it.
Bro, that shit was fucking hilarious. When
Gotta find it. I'm finna play.
it's on the Shade Room. It's like one of their most recent posts, bro. I was like, oh my God, bro. That shit was fucking hilarious. And you already know I fuck with Spice. So I'm like, bro, when I read the joint, and then I seen what they had said Drake response, I'm like, bro, let me go
I
see
found
this
it.
joint. Bro, that shit funny.
Let's see.
That shit is hilarious.
You thought I was feeling you now?
Is
That
it?
nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Space on my body, I get what I want. Like, you thought I was feeling you now? I'm feeling you. That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Space on my body, I get what I want. Like, get what I want. Say, man, let's keep it a beat.
Hold on. The first comment say this ain't AI, this unreleased Drake.
No, they be mad, I be on the scene. I too fat, can't fit in a jean. Use my stitch, but it's not what it seem. Cut off that video, I'm keeping it clean. Fucking with niggas that's throwing a beat. So you love me,
Look
but
at
what
the
do you
picture,
mean?
though.
Hitting that's flicking you like that on me. Better space out, you shitting me. I mean, if you ain't a body, can't still when you feel. I swear to
That's hilarious, bro.
They got a Drake joint too.
And they got a bunch of them joints. They got a
Oh, I'm finna play this one. I got you.
Old Spice, Sleepy Joe on the mic.
They know the clock stops for Joe and Barack. We about to be cooking. You get the pan, I get the crock pot.
Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee, because you only want to hold me when I.
yeah. They got a lot of them just like the Lil Beyonce. I guess that's a good one. Rihanna doing Beyonce song. They got a lot of them joints.
They got Kanye doing much too.
Oh no, that Kanye doing Justin Bieber song, that shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I might actually listen to that song if it was done by Kanye and he could actually sing.
I wish I was in a music video so I can be like, oh yeah, so this is why it's bad for the industry. How would you feel? Matter of fact, now I can see the bad thing being how they gonna steal people, you know what I'm saying, likeness to put them on the song. But even though it can't be replicated, so they just say bring back Michael Jackson, Tupac, use their voices or whatever for a song, you know.
I don't like it.
I'm finna say I can see some people saying there's a benefit to that, but for me personally, like, it ain't them, it ain't their soul, you know.
It'd be like if somebody did what they doing to Rogan.
What they did to Big Road. Demands.
If they did to us, like they gotta if they would basically the equivalent would be if they came up with a Black AI Visionary Gifted podcast.
Yeah, they should do that.
That shit.
Do us a little bit.
It's called the
Boost.
It's called the AI Joe Rogan Experience or something like that. I'm just like, bruh. And I'm like, damn, this is pretty good.
Well, how people is nowadays, this really just be a fad and it'd be over with.
I don't think it's gonna be.
I think I'm sure it's gonna be the right people that find some good use for it, you know, because they said the AI cured one of the, I think a cancer strain or HIV. It was one of them.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be good uses, but I think people gonna drag it, and the better it get, like man, that Chat GPT shit getting out of control.
I like that just because they help me like write papers and shit in school, and I don't want to do it.
That shit getting out of control, and the only problem to me, the biggest problem is with them if the AI goes sentient. And
okay, all right. All jokes aside, would you rather have a zombie apocalypse, robots taking over,
zombie apocalypse,
Fallout type of apocalypse?
Zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Nobody wants a Fallout apocalypse.
All right, let's take off.
That's impossible to live.
Bunkers, Vault 101, Vault 111.
There's not enough bunkers on the planet to save anybody.
So let's go build them.
And also, bruh, have you seen it? Well, have you? I know you have, but the creatures you're not.
In what?
You're not in Fallout.
What they like? What you mean?
Bruh, them big roaches, them big cockroaches, them big.
What they called?
I don't know, bruh. I don't play that game.
Dang, you don't play Fallout? I feel like you'll fuck with Fallout. If you don't fuck with nothing else, I'll be trying to recommend shit to you, Did I think you will like it. You don't ever try to play.
I haven't played Fallout since New Vegas.
Play Fallout. Play FL15, bro. I don't care what else you play. Just play that game, man.
Bro, ain't that Final Fantasy?
You know it.
But anyway, yeah, no, Fallout, no.
Right,
that's not you. That'd be terrible.
I got us off again. Let me move on to the next topic. So it was another debate with the gun control and stuff like that. And I seen a point that somebody made. Maybe you made it before and I probably wasn't paying attention. They was like, hold on, my ear itching, yo. So they were saying having look, I done forgot my whole point. I guess that's the main thing about podcasting. I don't want to write details down because I only want to try to be forced to like kind of remember everything. Yeah. But the premise was like gun control was equal to like taking somebody's car for getting a DUI. Like you take the guns from everybody. It's like you taking my gun from me because he committed a school shooting. That's the same as taking everybody's cars because one person got a DUI. I was like, dang, that do make sense.
Yeah.
Cause I think you said before, like I don't just like what if somebody just waking up and then decide to go shoot up school. He said, I don't do that. You like, I don't do shit like that. Just because somebody else do it to me, I should be punished for it.
Right.
I was like, yeah, because motherfucker go take that car and do the same amount, if not more damage.
And people do it all the time. That's the thing. More people, I mean, you already know, like more people die from car accidents than gun deaths in the country anyway. So, I mean, I've been going back and forth with people. Well, I'm always going back and forth with people, but it's been real heavy since this other, what was it? A bank shooting or something like that. And some dude from, I done talked to people from all over the world now. Like I was talking to some dude from Germany yesterday, some dude from the UK a couple days ago. I was talking to some dude from overseas. He was from Europe, but he refused to name his country, which was weird. But anyway, they all basically said the same stuff, man. And it just is no form of gun control is beneficial, like to any of these shootings. Like I mean, like you said, with the more people die from car accidents, more people die car related deaths than guns. More people die from heart disease than guns. And it's even crazier because the number is even further out there than what they say. It's like 30,000 people die from gun related deaths or whatever. But again, man, 65% of that shit is suicides.
Yeah. And it don't benefit because you punishing everybody. Like there's no way to really police it because everybody's not a bad guy.
Yeah, and the thing is, I believe my personal belief is the government's agenda is more, especially the Democratic side of it. I think they just want to control people, like plain and simple. I think it's about, if they could be a little bit more tyrannical, a lot more tyrannical if they take the guns. I mean, that's really, I believe most anti-gun members in the government are just anti-gun, so they can, because they got tyrannical aspirations and they know they can't make us go to bed at a certain time and all of that shit.
Shit like, yeah, you can keep saying, oh, there's so much violence, but it's not the people, it's the criminals that's doing the violence. It don't matter any of the fucking.
But it's not that much violence either. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm saying like when they be saying in the hood or whatever, oh, it's the hood. Okay, so what? Let them kill each other. That's them. That's not everybody in the hood. That's a particular set of people doing that.
And that's the thing. It's not, they making these numbers up and they hiding the real true numbers behind it so they can talk about taking the guns so they can control people, so they can give us bedtimes and stuff like that, so they can make us go, go home, stay home orders or whatever during pandemics and stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, in it, that the main situation, we don't have a gun problem in this country. We have a socioeconomic problem in this country. We have a poverty problem in this country. Like the people in the south side of Chicago, the people in, Detroit, the people in, the worst places of the worst places in America, they are all in poverty. They all suffering from the same fucking shit. Lower economic places where, the system already done bashed, they fathers and shit over the head, and so they struggling to make ends meet. Like if we take, like I said, man, like I told them, we take a partial amount of that money that we sent to Ukraine, we could help the hood. We can help the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like we can help people. We can help people more. We need to like everybody on the outside or like them dudes from Europe, man, y'all got a gun problem. I'm like, bruh, no, we don't. Like there are only 14,000 homicides in America per year. Like saying we have a gun issue, we got 30,000 gun deaths. Like, bro, these numbers are fabricated. We don't have 30,000 gun deaths. You have to separate suicides from homicides. That's two completely different fucking things. It don't matter what you use to kill yourself with. That does not matter. Self-deletion is something completely different from deleting somebody else. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to remind, like you trying to remind yourself to stop cussing. I'm trying to remind myself to help the algorithm. Trying not to get shadow banned out here, man. But yeah.
I know.
But yeah.
Hey, you stupid for that.
But yeah, 65% of gun deaths. So that's about 65. Yeah, 65% of gun deaths are self-deletions, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
And so
I feel that.
we only had like 14,000 homicides per year in America. And that's all homicides. That's people running people over with cars. That's, drowning people, getting papped out. Like, that's all. Come on, bro. Why you laughing at the pap victims?
Like, I just can't imagine that. Like, I literally, unless I'm getting jumped, I can't imagine getting my ass beat to death.
And it don't even be jump sessions.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's even crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can see if you get jumped, but if a one-on-one somebody just beat you to death is crazy, insane.
Yeah, it happened more times than people get killed with rifles. Like, that is nuts to me. More people die from getting stumped on and punched on than getting shot with a rifle in America. But they got this crazy idea that rifles are the problem.
Yeah, they the ban fists too. Then you feel me? They can't keep. We gotta walk around like Powerpuff Girls.
Plutonium.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, shit, get the chemical X. Anyway, you
need to put jokes aside. You be talking about me. Put jokes aside.
I had to do it.
Put them in that bag right there.
But for real though, like, I mean, like I said, they be fabricating these numbers or whatever. 14,000 homicides per year when you live in a country with 300 million people, 340 million people. That's nuts. That's a small ass fucking number.
China.
More people die from eating burgers.
China.
More people die from eating burgers than they do getting killed with guns in this country. It's fucking crazy. Like, so, I mean, and then now they got this crazy ass stat, bro. This stat is fucking nuts. It's crazy.
It better be crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I better be mind blown.
It's man. They done came up with this stat that says more children are the number one cause for childhood deaths in this country is gun deaths.
I thought you said that already though. You said that like last pod or the one before.
Oh, probably did, but that's fucking
we were talking
crazy.
about the school shooting. Yeah, you was talking about that.
Oh yeah, facts. That was yeah, that's fucking crazy. They came out with it within the last month, or they probably been cooking it up for a couple years now. But that shit is crazy.
I heard that before though.
That shit is crazy because it's not true. I don't know, man. It's not true. The number was created by Moms Demand Action, who was funded by a super anti-gun politician named Michael Bloomberg, who's a billionaire, who very tyrannical. Like the dude created Stop and Frisk in New York City, like the most racist fucking.
That's like one of those stats where they say flying is the most safest travel.
Yeah, but
if the motherfucker crash, everybody's dead. Yeah, by like the sheer number of people it move on the average, but once that mother go down, everybody is dead.
Like, yeah, if there's a car accident and the plane crash, the likelihood of you living in a car accident is way higher. Yeah, that's another reason why when they compare countries, they always do that dumbass per 100 shit. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, let's be real. Like, America has so many fucking gun school shootings. I'm like, bro, we have 3, 4, 5 times the amount of schools that y'all do. We got 4,000 or 5,000 times the amount of restaurants that y'all do. 4,000 or 5,000 times the amount of malls that y'all do. California has more people in that state than the whole entire country of Canada. Of course, y'all gonna have less violent crime. We do per 100 citizens. Yeah, you do that because you're trying to get the numbers to be closer. Yeah, there's no benefit behind doing that per 100 when it comes to homicides and stuff like that. You just trying to get the number closer so you can say, damn, America's worse. No, if y'all have 10,000 homicides and we have 14 to 20, it's worse. Y'all have way less people.
Yeah, it's the same way they be like, how black people commit the most crimes, or matter of fact, no, forget that. It's like how the police brutality thing. Yeah. If it's 10 of us and 9 of us get beat on, there's 50 of y'all. Of course, and what 30 of y'all get beat on or whatever, 15. Yeah, it's more of y'all, but it's likely for us to get beat because it's 10 of us and 9 of us getting our ass whooped versus 15 of y'all and it's 50 of y'all.
It'd be like more white people get beat by police brutality. Yes, it's more of you. Yeah, you have more opportunities, but the likelihood that you are gonna get beat as a black person is way higher than what it is if you're gonna get beat as a white person. Because we get beat for no reason. A lot of times we get fucking profiled for no reason.
Just follow the rules.
Yeah, the rules is don't be black in my neighborhood. But again, I mean, these numbers like that stat right there, whatever, gun deaths is the number one reason for childhood death in America is fucking ridiculous.
It just made me think of something when you said that.
What is it?
Whenever like don't be in my neighborhood. That's the main thing with black people.
Yeah.
If y'all own y'all houses in y'all neighborhoods, y'all can do that same thing. Hey, call the cops. There's a suspicious white man walking on our block, but y'all don't own nothing over there. So yeah, when you get to that neighborhood where ain't nothing cracking over there and you walking over there suspicious, yeah, if y'all go there, y'all got the. It's kind of messed up to say, but y'all got the property value weird over there. It ain't shit worth anything. Buy that shit. Turn it around. Take pride in your neighborhood.
Yeah, flip it. But yeah, I mean, them numbers, those numbers are made up and fabricated. They counting again, like I said the other episode, they counting 16-year-olds and to 21-year-olds in that stat. Of course, most of those 16 to 21-year-olds is gang violence. And that goes back to the socioeconomic problem in America. Like, you can't count grown-ass people. 16 to 20, my bad. It's not 21 because they grown technically. But 16 to 20, and I seen one of them that counted 16 to 18. And I'm like, that's still, most of those deaths come from, they act like little kids just going to school every day and getting shot in schools. That don't happen, bro. That's not, school shootings are fucking rare. Like, random active school shootings are rare because most of the school shooting stats come from gang violence. When, kids have shootouts at school, they count that as a school shooting, even though it's a targeted shooting. Yeah. Like, it's the ops shooting each other at school. The GDs versus the Vice Lords at school. That's not a random active shooting.
Again, it goes right back to the whole gun violence thing. It's the people that's beefing that's got the problems, the criminals.
Yeah, like, and I said, oh yeah, the other day I said, it's criminals or whatever. Then I started talking about like gangs or whatever in the inner cities. He was like, you calling young black men in gangs criminals? I said, if they killing each other, like, ain't that what a criminal is? A person who commits crimes? Like, this ain't a resounding new information. We all know if you kill somebody, you're a criminal. If you attempt to kill somebody, you're a criminal.
Unless you're defending your life.
Yeah. But legally. You know what I mean? I'm talking about gang shit.
Gang shit, no lame shit.
No, we don't.
What?
Condone.
What you mean?
We don't condone gang shit.
No, I'm just saying gang shit, no lame shit.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying. I'm not
lame shit,
bro. That's a gang sign you just threw up.
Lame.
You could say it. Whoa, where you get that chain from?
Hey man, chill. Don't cause attention. I want
gang banging.
Gang banging on bacon, son. Anyway, but yeah, no. That shit just anytime they speak. Talk about gun control. It's the same arguments, the same conversations, the same rhetoric, and it just be it only. I think it makes me more mad when it comes from Americans because, like, we have freedom, and it's like they don't understand that that's the price that you pay for freedom. Like, the only reason you can say what you want is because can't nobody tell you to shut the fuck up. The reason can nobody tell you to shut the fuck up is because we have guns. Like, this idea that we just can say whatever we want because, we're human rights. No, you got somebody in this world that want to put their foot on your neck, North Korea.
Or somebody beat your ass. You don't want to be the next statistic.
Exactly.
35-year-old white male was thumped out in a Walmart parking lot for
like they I mean it's just ridiculous. Like they want to tell us get rid of the guns or whatever. Some dude told me the other day, the dude from UK told me the other day, and he straight up told me, y'all's guns don't have no benefits. Y'all's military guns is what keep y'all safe. I'm like, what? Like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, our guns have no. I'm like, do you understand? My ancestors were slaves for 400 years because your ancestors in the UK went over to Africa and got them and put them on boats. When they came over to America, they brought them as slaves. So my ancestors were slaves to your ancestors, and my ancestors was also slaves to your ancestors' ancestors. And the only reason that they got free was because somebody gave them guns. So you telling me that I should give up my guns in hopes to continue to stay free is fucking ridiculous.
Man, they gave us freedom and then gave us dope.
They gave us guns and gave us hope. Bars. I'm just saying. Like, the first thing Fidel Castro did, took away the guns before he turned Cuba into the the state he had it in for goddamn 50 years, 30 years, or whatever the case was. I mean, people, once you give up your rights, you don't get them back. Because Fidel gone, and they still ain't got no guns. They still going through it with just under a different regime. Like North Korea don't even know they slaves.
That's how it is, because slavery ain't a choice.
They don't even know they slaves, bro. They don't even know they being mistreated.
And that has been another rendition of Why you just can't be regular for what?
This has been a Black Visionary Podcast, y'all.
Black Visionary Podcast.